Ladies and gentlemen, you are listening to the Psychosin project here on Talk Metal Radio, and I am here with up-and-coming Southend post-hardcore band Oceans Aside. Welcome to the show, guys.
Thank you.
Hey.
So let's go back to the beginning. How did the band form?
The band formed back in 6 years ago, was it?
I'd say about 6.
6 years ago. Me and James started writing tunes. At the time, we didn't have enough. Well, we didn't know people to find the members to form it, so struggled there, and we just kept on writing, didn't we?
Yeah, the rotation of probably in total about 10 members, I reckon. Back
yeah, Glassjaw Fever.
Yeah.
We've had so many members in this band.
Different bassists, different drummers, and it wasn't until after Storm of Ashes had run its course and we started up again.
Storm of Ashes.
Storm of Ashes ran its course that we started
back up. Obviously, Mikey came from Storm of Ashes. Got him in. We had a few other members before that didn't work out. That's how it's come to be now. We got Elliot from Walking Coma.
on loan.
On loan. Yeah.
Soon to be permanent.
No, I'm joking. That's how the band's come to form. It's been about 6 years. We've got songs that we're playing in the set at the moment. They're about 6 years. 6 years old now. Yeah.
As a solid band, it's been what?
2 years now, I'd say.
It will be 2 years next April.
2 years, yeah. So we're looking at about 18 months as a solid lineup, fully formed.
Yeah. Yeah,
All right.
absolutely.
Excellent. I've got to ask, where did the name for the band come from?
Who named it?
Wasn't it?
Did you name the band?
It was sort of a play on words from All Jokes Aside, wasn't it?
All Jokes Aside,
we
Emotions
wanted the imagery of something vast and sort of imposing, and we thought ocean was a choice word, which is how it stuck in the end.
So it was after Pavarotti Aside then?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Russian Aside.
Alright, I'll go around to every member for this one. What are your influences for this band? Start with you.
My personal influences are Pantera, Slipknot, Deftones, anything from Foo Fighters, anything from that really. Massive grunge head as well, so anything from like Nirvana,
Good band.
Stone Temple Pilots and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it varies a lot. So.
Obviously, I played guitar beforehand, so the influences came from like Here's Legend, Alexis on Fire, Funeral for a Friend. Wes Borland's the whole reason I got into guitar, so he's a massive inspiration to me. In terms of vocals, I'd probably say Let Live, Architects, again, Here's Legend, Funeral for a Friend again. Yeah, so sort of the kind of screamy and melodic vocals, keep it
I mean,
nice
while
balance.
you're going through that set earlier, you did remind me a bit of Daryl Palumbo of Glassjaw.
Yeah, I've had a lot of...
Glad I remembered his bloody name there.
I've had a lot of people say that. Daryl Palumbo, you've said Jason Butler, Let Live, haven't you?
And a little bit of singer 36 Crazy Fist as well.
Oh, thank you. I'll take that.
Yes. Screaming wise, obviously not the...
Yeah.
You don't do the wobbly vocals.
No.
It's the
I'm from Essex, not Alaska.
The beard says otherwise.
Yeah. Well, it does get cold in England. But no, that's about roughly my influences for this band.
Okay.
I was a bit of a dirty grunge kid as well, ripped jeans, plaid shirts, still today, so it was a lot of Stone Temple Pilots, Mudhoney and stuff, Melvins, but modern influences similar to Mark's. It's Lex on Fire, Thrice, bit of your sort of 2000 era metalcore as well, Killswitch being the main one, Unearth and stuff, but I think that pretty much wraps it up. Yeah, it's just modern post-hardcore and a bit of early 2000s metalcore in a nutshell.
Okay, yourself, mate?
Yeah, I mean, I grew up listening to a lot of metalcore as well, so yeah, we've got influences from, like I said, Killswitch Engage, Funeral for a Friend. I personally like to take some influences from Sixth and bands like that. So, I mean, I highly regard Sixth, so...
I can't blame you on that one.
It's probably my favourite band ever.
Right, I'm going to guess Metallica's one for you, Frank.
Historically, starting out, my influences are 80s Lars, Dave Lombardo from Slayer, Igor from Sepultura, Death, Morbid Angel, those sorts of bands. But then coming into this band, which is a lot more melodic and a lot more varied in pace to previous bands. My influences for this band are anything from Funeral for a Friend, Alexis on Fire, Killswitch Engage, 36 Crazy Fists, Biffy Clyro, a much more diverse sort of... Playing in a band like this has opened up my playing, just from the standard thrashy, fast double kick stuff that I did in previous bands. This allows me to open up and be more expressive, so those sort of bands influence what I do now, really.
Yeah, okay. For those who don't know who are listening, Mike here used to be the drummer for Size, who were on the cusp of being huge, essentially, for a band from Southend anyway at the time.
2000 or 2004, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, what can people expect from the Oceanside live show?
Energy.
Yeah, a lot of energy, headbanging, getting crowd involved.
Red Bull.
Yeah, Red Bull, maybe some Honey JD.
Yeah.
Get that product placement
Yeah,
in there.
I mean, it's all obviously 5 of us having fun on stage, but it's good to get everyone involved. You know, it's a bonus when people are vibing off our music and enjoying it and stuff.
Which
there's a lot
crowds moving.
Yeah, there's a lot of live shows now that it's just, you know, they have their set and they have all their samples and everything like that. I think it needs to be a bit more raw and a bit more dangerous.
Yeah, a bit more organic.
Yeah, more organic, more real. You know, it needs to be felt. You know, if people see that we're feeling it, hopefully they're getting that vibe, and it just becomes one big ball of energy, and everyone's in it together. You know. So,
okay. Now, when you formed the band, was it always a plan to play this kind of post-hardcore music, or was that what came out from when you started playing? Was that just the kind of the route you ended up going?
I mean, we've both got different.
When we started out, I was like, oh, it's a power chord. Oh, we can do it there. Oh, I can do it everywhere. It's just slowly evolved from there. And when we listen, the more and more music you listen to, you start to take different elements of it and sort of introduce it to your own music. So it's sort of a subliminal influence of drawing out those different aspects from different musicians. I definitely think that. But yeah, so not a constant evolution, but it's sort of you pick up little bits there.
Yeah, it's big.
I mean, we have similar bands that we both enjoy. We definitely have bands that neither of us enjoy from both sides. You know, he doesn't like Limp Bizkit. I like Limp Bizkit.
Doesn't like is a really nice way of saying it.
No.
Completely detached, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Oh no, Limp Bizkit for what they are, they're good at what they do. I'll give them that. I would
great
call them
live
a more
show.
party sort of
more
rock thing.
party
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
I think,
Except for the first album. First album, I've got to give it to them, was absolutely amazing.
Whole
$3 bill,
I do all this now.
I think it's evolved now that we've got a final lineup. Or a solid lineup. From when I started in the band with these guys, I mean, I was a fan. I was in a band with Mark previously, Storm of Ashes, and when that broke up, I mean, I was listening to the stuff these guys were doing on their Facebook, and I was really a fan of it, and I was just like, I'd like to drum for that, you know what I mean? And I really enjoyed the songs, and what sort of drew me to them was the melodic side of it. But now with myself and Mark fully in the band, you know, we are evolving and changing. We're probably a little heavier than we were a year ago. In sound and in vocal style. So it is slowly becoming, you know, a collective force, you know. And that's how the sound changes, really.
Yeah. Okay, I've got a bit of a two-part question here. We'll go around. If you can introduce yourself, tell people obviously what you play, what you do in the band, and also answer if you could tour with anyone, who would you want to play with? So I'll start with you, Mike.
I'm Michael Blackman. I play drums, and I think the obvious answer to that one would be Metallica.
Is that to tell Lars how to play drums again?
Yeah, I'll give him a couple of lessons.
We give him a slap and go, right, start making good music again.
Edit that out in case they're listening, and you know, that's not my real name.
It's Juan.
Yeah, that'd be me.
My name's Michael Rayner and I play bass, and if it could be any band that I could tour with, it would have to either be Sixth or Carnival.
Carnival, yeah, we forgot to say Carnival. Great band. Take us on tour, please.
My name's James Alexander Gilby. I play guitar, and if there's any band I could go on tour with, be Alex on Fire, just to show them all of their riffs that I've slightly borrowed. And hopefully they won't hate me for it. Sorry, Dallas.
So tour with them and then be kind of done for plagiarism.
I'll sweet talk them over.
Hi, I'm Mark Vincent. I do screamy, shouty melodic vocals for the band.
It's a wild band, really.
I'd probably have to say so many. I'd probably say Let Live, Carnival, or Sixth.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. And
My
finally,
name's Mark Elliott. I play rhythm guitar. At the moment, I'd probably like to tour with Architects, really, because obviously this band is very close to that, and they've got a lot of energy as well. So I think that's probably why.
excellent. Okay. Obviously, at the moment, you've got a lot of gigs around Essex happening. Are you looking to hopefully play all over the UK in the near future?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is what we want to do. If we get the chance, if it's manageable and we can keep a roof over our heads and do this, then
Yeah, get as far and wide as possible.
Yeah.
Like,
absolutely.
at the moment, obviously we've had like quite a few lineup changes. Like Dan, the original vocalist, left this year, so Mark transferred from rhythm guitar to vocals, so we then had to get another rhythm guitarist in. So we sort of started getting going, then had to have a break and so on and so forth. But now we've got the solid lineup. Like I say, we've got 2 gigs booked for the rest of this year. 3. No, the third one isn't booked yet. two gigs booked.
Wishful thinking.
Hopefully 2 more being booked up this week. And then you know, just get London and as far as we can possibly get, really.
Excellent. So any bands out there listening to this, because I know I've got a few bands who are unsigned that I've been playing, if you need a support act, these guys are more than willing to do it anywhere over
Absolutely,
the UK.
Take us.
And you sign bands as well if you're listening.
Yes, anyone. Just gets out, London, anywhere.
Yeah.
The world. All the world.
Different planets, why not?
Space. Let's play space.
So any bands in Antarctica, you know, get in touch.
Yeah.
Okay, I know you answered this earlier, obviously weren't on recording at the time. Have you got any plans for an album in the near future?
Yeah, we're looking to do the album March, aren't we?
Yeah,
we're doing March now.
Plan is March, April next year.
Yeah, it's going to be 8 tracks with an intro. Yeah, hopefully in March, and then we're going to get all the works up for obviously the CD, for the printing and stuff like that, and then hopefully it should be out mid-April, end of April.
Yeah.
Hopefully we're going to try and organise it.
And then looking sort of like touring from like doing some week-long 2-week tours from next summer onwards, really. Try and get on some festivals, you know, from the small festivals to the big ones, you know, if they'll have us on a small stage, something like that, you know, get the album out there, and if they're impressed, then yeah, go from there, really.
Andy Coppin, take us next year.
Subtle hint. Okay, another one we're going to go around. If you could have any guests from another band on track, who would it be?
Oh,
what would suit us?
for me,
Well, it doesn't have to be a track you've got now, obviously, just in general.
Yeah.
I've stumped Mike.
Actually, I would like to take Danny Kavanagh from Anathema.
Yeah.
Because that man's musical vision is genius, and what he could bring melodically and in terms of orchestration to a band, I would love to work with him on a track. Yeah.
Although you could turn into a post-hardcore prog
band.
thing.
I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. Yeah.
8-minute post-hardcore.
Yeah.
Now this is probably going back to me being a sick fanboy, but I'd probably
Nothing wrong with that. I am myself, so.
Yeah, that's all right then. I mean, I'd probably like to say Justin Hill, because I reckon it'd work with what we're doing at the moment.
His vocals be interesting on one of your tracks.
Yeah, I reckon that would probably be the person I'd like to
Yeah.
get with us. So.
I think he's got to be a vocalist. He's going to be either.
Doesn't necessarily have to be a vocalist.
Yeah, I think just as a sort of a complimentary. I've heard it after listening back to our tracks and demos and stuff. Just imagining guest spots that would never happen, apart from in my own mind. But it's either Dallas Green or Ian Kenny from Carnival by far.
Yeah, in terms of the singing side of things, I'd probably have to say Ian Kenny from Carnival. In terms of the anger and the aggressiveness, it's got to be Jason Butler or Sam Carter. Absolutely. Yeah.
And
I'd
yourself, mate?
definitely say Jason Butler or Maynard James from Tool. Definitely.
Oh,
Maynard
that'd be
James,
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need to be
You
more
might-
prepared for next interview.
You might well be the only other band that he's ever done a guest spot on, apart from Deftones. So, in the future, how can you see the band evolving? Do you think you're going to get heavier, or, as I said, like to go the way of Deftones and get more melodic and experimental?
I think once I'm a bit more confident, because obviously I've only been doing this for what now, about 4 or 5 months, like taking the vocal side of things really seriously in terms of doing lessons and learning keys and stuff. I think once I'm a bit more confident in the melodic side of things, I don't know. I'd like to probably, maybe we're doing a lot heavier stuff on this forthcoming album in terms of heavy vocals and then just slightly melodic. I'd like to probably maybe turn it around and maybe do more melodic and then, you know, give it the punch where the heavy needs it, you know.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Definitely think the instrumentation as well, where a lot of our stuff, it's very up tempo, but we stick to mainly the 4/4. So but we've got bits of material where we experiment with different drums, different timing and stuff like 5/4, 7/4.
We've got songs that fly into
think it's
5/4 and 7/4.
Yeah, definitely think it's expanding into that kind of territory in terms of like the instrumentation.
Yeah.
So challenging yourself as well as
Absolutely.
Like,
Always.
enjoying it, but definitely thinking outside the box a little bit, because you know most people think of a post-hardcore band or a hardcore band, whatever label you want to give it, you know, and they think they know exactly what to expect with a 3-minute song and a particular type of video, and all the cliches are there. You know, I think we want to not be that. You know, challenge us and challenge the people that listen to us a little bit. We're not extremely progressive by any means, but we want to, you know, broaden horizons a little bit.
Except in the video, you're all going to be wearing mullet wigs.
Yeah. Boiler suits and
Class going back to slip pop days, aren't we? Okay, as I said earlier, you've got a few dates coming up around Essex. Do you want to let people know about them, when they are and where?
Yeah, Thursday, October the 16th, we're at the Edge in Basildon. And then on Friday, November the 7th, we are at the Asylum in Chelmsford. And there is another 2 dates that I can't say because they're not fully confirmed, but hopefully within the next week we'll be announcing those on our Facebook page and Twitter and everything else. So.
Do you want to say a Facebook page for people listening?
Yeah, the Facebook page is www.facebook.com/OceansAsideUK. Our Twitter is twitter.com/OceansAside. We're on Instagram and
Bandcamp as well.
Bandcamp is www.oceansaside.bandcamp.com. So
we're download the EP for free on that as well.
Yeah,
free.
We're on the internet.
We are the
internet.
Okay, finally, anything you want to say to the listeners of Total Metal Radio and to any of your fans listening?
Thanks if you're listening out. To any new people listening out, give the EP a listen. It's going to be slightly a bit more different when it comes to the album. Obviously, I'm going to be on vocals this time. Elliot as well with his guitar riff edge. But yeah, no, it's going to be slightly a bit more heavier and more melodic in places. We've got a song called Little Black Teeth that is such a build up in a way. It just gets heavier and heavier and heavier, and then the outro is just like the climax of the song. Yeah, and it just explodes. It's great.
To any Game of Thrones fans, winter is coming, so come to a gig because it's warm. Close the beer.
I'd just say thanks for listening. Most important thing is to come and see us at a show. We can't do this without people taking an interest. You know, we're just a band in a rehearsal room otherwise.
Just 5 dudes making music.
You know, come to a show, buy a CD, buy a T-shirt, because that's what keeps us able to do this, to put money in a van to go out on tour. You know, music's getting more and more self-sufficient, more and more DIY in our point of view, especially in this country. So yeah, just come to a show and we hope you enjoy what you hear.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much for joining me tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, they're currently going to be touring the UK soon, hopefully, all over the UK.
Hell yeah.
Over 2015.
Absolutely.
And also, if we can get them there, they're going to try and get over to America, maybe on a TMR sort of tour. We'll see what we can do for that. Anyway, like I said, cheers for joining us today.
Thank you very much. Thank you.